So hello everybody and welcome to my stream. In case you already arrived here, thank you so much. And also I've already tested my audio loop and also listening from the YouTube as well. Actually sounds good as well. So why not? We shall just proceed instead, right? Because this is the time. This is what you want to watch, okay? So I will start right now. So let's go, everybody. All right, so hello everybody, and good evening or good night. Technically, if I have to use this, it's right now it's night on 9:49 for 47 p.m. here in Sarawak in Borneo. It's 27th of April 2026 on Monday. So yeah, hello everybody. I'm then and thank you so much for visiting this stream and visiting my channel. I'm Dennis Suguwa, your host today for the launch of the SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket that will be carrying the ViaSat Flight 3 F3. That will be carrying ViaSat-3-3, yeah, ViaSat-3, Flight 3, yeah, Flight 3, or also F3, also actually known with its other name, Pacific, yeah, Asia Pacific or Asia Pacific. So we are coming into the right stream as well. So thank you so much if you're visiting in here. And yeah, just like I said earlier on, I've already fixed whatever I need and I've already opened my source. So why not? I'm going to give you a little bit of overview about what's the mission's going to be about. Okay, so rather than bore you too much with the rocket stuff, why not? I'm going to show you this one as well. Okay, about the satellite itself. Oh yeah, I will use the second partial. Let me show you. Is it the full screen? Ah, yes. Oh yeah, I think this is okay. So I'm going to show you here instead. Okay. Let me open another one here so you can see my mouse. Okay. Nice. So I hope you guys can see this. Okay, so in the case you want to know, right now there is out of three ViaSat-3 so far in the orbit. There's already two in the orbit, but the first one, if I remember specifically, the ViaSat-3 Americas, technically while it's actually deployed, there is one problem with the satellite itself. The problem is that the ViaSat-3 Americas, aka known as the Flight 1, originally for the American region, yeah, surrounding the Americas, you know, the both on the north, central, and also south of America. Okay, it's intended to be that for the Flight 1, but what happened is that while they are deploying this kind of stuff, as you can see, this is if I remember, this is a transponder antenna. Yeah, while it's actually unfurled, it did not successfully unfurl itself. So because of that, its effective bandwidth and coverage were practically being cut to less than 10% of it. So let's say, if I remember, it's supposed to be 1 terabit per second, TBPS, or 1000 gigabits per second, but because of that unfortunate circumstances, it's going to deliver around less than 100 gigabits per second. We don't know exactly how many of it. So instead, what happened is that because of the unsuccessful unfurling of the full unfurling of the transponder antenna here, they instead decided to just claim around. Originally, they want to claim 420 million US dollar. Yeah, nice number. Anyways, but when they finally able to claim this, claim the insurance for the ViaSat 3 Flight 1, They instead got a payout of 421 million US dollars. So it's pretty big, especially in terms of the history. If I remember from what I read, it has some kind of profound effect, a very shocking effect upon the industry itself. So with that, it's also one of the reason why after the flight one, they for temporary reason they have to deploy it on the Americas region. But eventually, with the launch of the ViaSat-3 Flight 2, supposedly this one is for the EMEA. If I remember, this is a Middle East region. Okay, Middle East and also Africa region as well. So what happened after the launch? After the launch, this ViaSat-3 Flight 2, supposedly for this Middle East and also Middle East, Europe, and African region, they basically have to, yeah. If I remember, the flight 2, supposedly for this region, they have to allocate this back to the Americas region. So the Americas region got the much better one. So the EMEA, it swapped with the Americas. So the EMEA region got the much botched version of the ViaSat-3 Flight 1. Okay, so the Americas region got the ViaSat-3 Flight 2 after the commissioning afterward. And also from the update status, looks like they're still commissioning, but the swap is currently on the process. Okay, and afterward, right now the mission, it's going to be ViaSat-3 Flight 3. This one specifically would be for the Asia-Pacific region, APAC or Asia-Pacific region. For some of you a little bit sensitive with the English accent here, so we are going to see the launch for today. But also at the same time, there's also going to be option for the ViaSat-3 Flight 4. Let's say in case they really cannot tolerate in terms of kind of failure and whatnot, they might exercise this option in the future. And also need to also remind you, they are going to use the satellite bus. They are going to use the Boeing 702 HP, aka also known as the high-powered version, specifically for the geostationary Earth orbit, not to be confused with the another specially customized version, the HP-Geo. That one is for others. Specifically, if I remember, one of it prominently is for the Pan Am set, nothing to do with the Pan Am Airlines. Okay, Pan Am actually stands for Pan America, in case you want to know what does it stands for. But these two entities are not the same. The Pan Am Airlines, they have already gone out of business, while Pan Am set is still here till this day. Just to give you a little bit of information. And yes, they are going to use the carbon transponder. You can see here the antenna itself, and propulsion, they are going to use the hypergolic R-4D. And you want to know something interesting? The R-4D, this itself is actually derived from the Apollo spacecraft thruster, something like that. I'm not remember which one. It's either the Eagle, derived from the Eagle lander, or something else. But I'm not going to give you some misinformation. But for one thing's for sure, the legacy of the Apollo is still alive here. They are using the hypergolic version. If I remember, it's specifically the oxidizer is the dinitrogen tetroxide N2O4, and the fuel itself is the UDMH, the unsymmetrical dimethyl hydrogen. So it's pretty toxic combination, but if it's using just slight amount, I don't think there's any problem. Oh, but it says here this is MP plus, medium power plus. I'm not 100% sure why, because Wikipedia says it's HP, but but on the Gunter space page it says otherwise here. But anyways, just for give you a little bit of information, regardless, it's still a Boeing Space Systems 7702 satellite bus, just for your information. And it's going to be used for 15 years, as pretty typically for any geostationary orbit. And also, the total mass of the satellite, the first initial version, the flight number one, they are using it has total mass of 6,418 kilograms, and eventually with the flight 2 and also going to be flight 3 and probably in the future maybe flight 4, if they need to exercise this option, they are able to shave by 18 kilograms, so it's only 6,400 kilograms, or basically around 6.4 metric tons. And yeah, the orbit itself, it's going to be geostationary Earth orbit, okay, which is located around 35,000 to 37,000 kilometers from the altitude of the Earth. Okay, that's a watch a little bit. Don't worry about this. Okay, but for one thing, also you need to one thing also that I can tell you is that I cannot find the specific information where it's going. What is the specific orbital slot there? But the launch detail might give you a little bit of idea, so we might also going to see that. Okay, so let me show you another one. Okay, so this is the patch itself, that also one of the sources that I got from the NASA Spaceflight forum. You can read this yourself in the comment section. I'm not going to bore you too much, but there's one particular detail that I can say standing out of everything else. They are going to use the landing zone 2. This is located around Launch Complex 13 and landing zone 40, also at the same Launch Complex 40. They are going to use it with a waiver until they are able to build the landing zone for the LC-39A. So probably we will see it's going to be named as the LZ-39A in the future, maybe LZ-39B as well. Who knows? Even though the LC-39B, that's the same place where the Artemis II were launched with the 4 crew inside the Orion Integrity spacecraft. The first one is in no particular order, Christina Cook. Second is Jeremy Hansen. Third is Victor Glover, and fourth is Reed Wiseman. Yeah, they are launching on board. They were launched on board the Space Launch System SLS Block 1 rocket. And soon enough, we are going to see, maybe it's going to be named as the Space Launch System SLS SBL1 standardized, or sorry, SB1 standardized block 1. We might see this name in the future, or maybe they're just going to simply call it standardized block instead, SB. So who knows? But just to give you a little bit of detail, this is how the satellite looks like. If we zoom in, it's here when it's actually stored and folded here. You can see solar panel, and I believe this is the carbon antenna transponder. Okay, and eventually the Viasat released how the flight profile looks like, but this is not very detailed, as you can see, because they are not SpaceX. But for one thing's for sure, they told you, it really tells you about the 1 week after launch 3 months after, and then 4 to 4.5 months later, and then after that 5 months later, they say within 1 week of the launch, they are going to go not only with the satellite separation but also with the signal acquisition, and then eventually solar array deployment, and then self-radiator deployment. This one is to remove the excess heat, so it's not going to damage the component inside inside the spacecraft, especially the propulsion system. If it's too overheating, eventually it's going to causing tons of problem, especially with the exploding propellant, and then eventually it's going to start um, orbit racing, okay, and then 3 months later it will arrive in geostationary Earth orbit. This one it will try to balance itself to around the orbit 35,000 to 37,000 kilometers, so it's going to be revolving with the Earth's rotation in the similar stance of 24 hours as well. And after that, within 4 to 4.5 months later, reflector deployment will be complete, and also eventually it will be north radiator deployment as well to remove the excess heat from the carbon antenna transponder here, the big umbrella there. And then afterward they are also going to do in-orbit testing, and then eventually 5 months or a little bit more later on, which is still approximate. Usually this will take around 6 months in my observation with the MECO, okay, and eventually it's going to be entered into the service around the Asia-Pacific region. Could be 5 months, could be a little bit longer, but should be plus minus like that. And then they have ground station integration around 200 plus satellite access nodes, suns across the Americas, and also across the I believe some part of the Asia as well, in this case. But that's it. And this is how the mission launch looks like. But for one thing's for sure, what I know is that around 8 minutes or less than 8 minutes into the flight, we are going to see the side boosters landing burns will start, and then eventually landing around almost 8 minutes later, or could be a little bit more depending on how the flight's going to go by. But this is how it looks like. Okay, I don't think I need to give you too much detail. We will see this on action, but for one thing's for sure, I don't think we will see much longer than probably up until T plus 30 minutes, because this mission is way too long. They have to go, it's going to race a little bit up until the to the highest point of the orbit apogee. They have to raise a little bit for like how many seconds. They are going to do this orbit raising later on for the second engine start number 2 for around almost 1 minute and 30 seconds, specifically 1 minute and 28 seconds into the flight, and then eventually sequence number 2, second engine cut off number 2. And then we will see, and then later on we might hear call out of the second engine start number 3, and also second engine cut off number 3 later on into the flight almost 5 hours later. And then ViaSat-3 Flight 3 will be deployed almost 5 hours later as well. This one will be announced in the SpaceX's Twitter/X. Also, Sam would be with the ViaSat as well. And this is the launch zone, how it looks like. This is a little bit like NOTAM, notice to mariner or notice to airmen as well. You can see this is the first stage. Let me see. This is the first stage, okay, and then later on it's going to go up until first stage cutoff, and then drop zone here, and then later on and also I believe some of the fairing as well will be separated at some point here, or maybe in the middle as well. And then later on it's going to be the special zone as well for this okay, so this is the first stage, and I believe this is the fairing separation zone as well. This is where the ships as well, the pellet fairing ships will be coming in to save the pellet fairing as well, to be reused again for the next flight. And in this case there's, or probably the first stage cutoff as well, yeah, because I need to tell you, only of this flight the pellet fairings will also be reused, and also the side boosters as well will also going to be landing back to the landing zone, but the first stage booster will be splashed down into the ocean. Yeah, it needs to be expanded because, of course, going to orbit like this to the geostationary Earth orbit is a pretty hard, tough job here. So that's why. So it is what it is, and this is the whole of it. After that, oh sorry, yeah, after that, you can see after the mission they are going to go in up until, let me see, you shall be able to see here, and then afterward it will be deployed up until it reaches to around here, should be where the second engine start number 3, and then afterward second engine cutoff number 3 as well, should be around here, and they shall be deploying the ViaSat-3 Flight 3 here around this area, and also interestingly around the Kalimantan area of Borneo. So yeah, hi as well, in case you want to know, 5 hours later after the launch. So hi, just in case you want to know. Okay, and that's it. I believe we can, oh sorry, I believe we can go live right now. I mean, sorry, we shall go with the live stream, shall we? Let's go. By now they should be here. Okay, it should be start. Yes. All right.
Structure at the bottom of the vehicle.
Falcon
Okay.
9 is the most launched rocket in the
So
industry
this is
today,
it.
handling the majority of SpaceX missions, including Starlink deployments.
In case you are
crew
very
and cargo
interested,
flights to the
we
International
already
Space
start
Station,
here.
private astronaut missions, and most commercial satellites.
Nice. You can
Falcon
see.
Heavy delivers significantly more performance for missions
All
that
right.
require greater payload mass or higher energy orbits than a single Falcon 9 can provide, like
All right.
today's ViaSat payload. As one of the world's most powerful operational rockets, Falcon Heavy is capable of
Nice.
launching nearly
So this is
64
it.
metric tons,
And just
or
to give you a little bit of
141,000
information,
pounds to orbit.
maybe
That's why
maybe
Falcon
that's a
Heavy
little
is
bit
primarily used for large commercial communication
okay.
satellites,
Maybe that's a little bit
national
of strong
security
here.
payloads,
So
and
I've
major
already
NASA
adjusted.
science missions, like NASA's Griffin lunar lander
Okay.
and the Nancy
So
Grace Roman Space
or
Telescope,
maybe
both
I
manifested for
can.
late 2026.
Okay.
Just earlier this month, NASA announced that
Just to
Falcon
give you a
Heavy
little
has
bit
been
of
selected to launch the
idea as
Rosalind
well.
Franklin mission, targeted for 2028.
All of the
And this will be the first
all of
Mars
the rocket
rover to
stages
search
of
for
the
life
Falcon
on the red planet's
Heavy,
surface.
which is a
And
derivative
it
from
makes
the
one heck of a matchbox
Falcon.
collector.
Sure does.
Yeah,
To
you can see
date,
there,
Falcon
and
Heavy
also
has
which is
flown
the
11
derivative
times
from
with
the
100% mission
Falcon 9
success.
with the
Its first flight on February
with the
6,
two
2018,
side boosters.
was a demonstration mission
If you
that
really
carried
want
a
to know,
Tesla Roadster and
all of it
Starman
were
into a
Carolox
heliocentric
propellant.
orbit around
The
the sun.
liquid
I
oxygen is
will
the
never forget
oxidizer
watching that simultaneous recovery of
and the
two
super
side
refined
boosters for the first time.
kerosene,
It was
basically
totally
with
unbelievable, and it's
as
something I know
little
we're all looking forward
as
to for
little
Hawthorne
amount of
today.
lead
You know,
as
it was
possible
actually the first
to
launch that I
prevent
ever saw.
engine
And I remember distinctly the
damages as
feeling
well.
that the future is now.
Yeah, to
And
prevent the
speaking
engine
of that
damages, so they
2018
have to use
flight,
super
I
refined
checked on
kerosene,
Starman's
also known as
whereabouts
the
recently, and the Roadster is still
known as
out
the
there
rocket
orbiting the
propellant one,
sun.
As he
RP1.
should be. And
Okay,
after that
so that's
unforgettable
the fuel
demonstration
for the
flight,
mission,
Falcon Heavy moved on to
and
operational
the first
missions.
stage,
In
and
November
the
of
first.
2022,
Okay, as you can see,
USSF-44 became the
the
first classified
the core
national
stage and
security
the
launch on Falcon Heavy,
side booster as
placing
well
sensitive payloads
on
into high-energy.
the engine itself. Oh, okay, are we good? Yeah, I think this is SpaceX related stuff. Yeah, and they are
orbits.
blocking.
And in 2023, Falcon Heavy launched the ViaSat-3 Americas mission. Then the Psyche mission, which launched later that same year,
Okay.
sent NASA spacecraft
Okay,
on a
but
journey to study
regardless,
a
this
metal-rich
is
asteroid, providing valuable data on planetary
SpaceX's
formation.
Twitter
Falcon
stuff.
Heavy's most
Okay,
recent
but
flight in
regardless,
October
as you can see, this
2024
is how
carried
it
NASA
looks
NASA's
like.
solar
Looks
RP1 load
pretty.
complete.
there we heard good
All
confirmation that the
right,
center core, first stage,
that's
has
good.
completed
On the
RP1 load. That launch
first
load is
stage
still
and
underway.
also the side booster as
That
well.
most recent
As you
flight
can see,
2024 carried
um,
NASA's Europa Clipper spacecraft
there is
toward
9
Jupiter's
Merlin
moon Europa,
1D rocket
and the mission
engines.
required
That one is the
full
gas generator
performance of Falcon
cycle,
Heavy to
also known
achieve the
as the
necessary escape trajectory.
open cycle
That
rocket
brings
engine
us
as
to
well,
today's
because
mission, with
portion
Falcon
of
Heavy poised to
the
carry the ultra-high
portion
capacity
of the
ViaSat-3 Flight satellite
of
to
the
orbit.
rocket propellants that's being used to
We'll continue to
drive
hear
the
those
turbine,
callouts as
or
RP1
or
loading
also
wraps up
around the
on the side
turbo pump as
boosters
well.
over the next
That
few
one
minutes.
that one never reaches to the combustion chamber, so it's basically expelled out from the
Like
rocket
Falcon 9,
engines.
Falcon Heavy is
Okay,
a two-stage launch vehicle.
it's yeah, it's basically being
Falcon
expelled
Heavy's
out from
27
the
Merlin 1D engines together generate more than
so
5
so it's
million
basically being
pounds of
expelled
thrust
out from the rocket engine as well.
at liftoff, and that is
Um,
the confirmation
Never
that one of the
reaches the
side boosters has wrapped up RP1 loading.
combustion chamber, so that's why
That thrust is
it's
equal to
also
approximately
a
18 747 aircraft.
generator is also known
Shortly
as
after
the
liftoff,
open
the
cycle
center
as
core
well.
engines will throttle
And
down,
also
and after the two
another
side
reason is
boosters
that to
separate,
ensure that
the center core
it's
engines will
not going to
throttle
be
back up to full
overheating too
thrust.
much, that it's
Starting from
destroying
the
the
very
rocket
top
engine,
of the
so
rocket, we
that's
have
why
the
it's
payload
expelled
fairing.
out. Although
The
there's
fairing is a
another way as
protective
well.
shell that houses
It's
the
also
payload,
can
shielding it from
they also
aerodynamic
technically
heating
can
so the
use with the
vehicle is
Engine
stage
control has
combustion
started.
cycle.
is
They
outside
also
of
can
Earth's
use
atmosphere. The shape of the
if I
fairing
remember
contributes to Falcon Heavy's overall efficiency, helping
expanded
to reduce
cycle. They
drag
also
during
can
flight.
technically use type of combustion cycle as well. Technically, they can use that as well,
And once in space, the two fairing
but
halves
if I remember,
separate and
type
fall
of
back to Earth
also
for an
has
ocean landing,
similar
where
kind
they'll be
of
recovered by
problem like
our
the
recovery
open
vessel
cycle,
to be refurbished and reused
but
on
it's
future flights.
still better as well.
Both halves of
But
this fairing are flight proven,
just to
one
give you
side
a little
flying
bit
for
of
its
idea,
25th time, and the other for
the
its
Merlin
18th.
1D rocket
And
engines,
within
and
that
also
fairing is
the
today's
derivative
payload.
version
NY
on the
RP1 load complete.
The other
second stage
side
as
booster
well,
has wrapped up
the
RP1 load.
vacuum Merlin.
ViaSat-3 Flight
Okay,
3
even though
arrived in
it's gas
Florida in
generator
April to
cycle,
begin its
it's
pre-launch
actually
preparations and
surprisingly
checkouts
a
before
much
being loaded
very
for Falcon
capable
Heavy's second stage.
rocket engines,
Here is a
one of the
photo from
world's
midway through
most
the encapsulation
efficient
process. This is
rocket
just
engines in the
before the
world as
fairing
well.
halves were
Yeah,
closed in
after
preparation for flight.
probably after F1 rocket engine, that was used
And
back
here's
around
a
the
live view inside the second
oh, this
stage
is
as we await
the
liftoff.
it inside the pilot fairing.
Now,
You can
right below the
see
fairing is Falcon Heavy's
ViaSat-3
second stage,
Flight
which
3.
houses the MVAC engine.
Yeah,
Below the
yeah.
second
After
stage is the
the
black carbon
F1
composite
rocket engine
interstage,
that
and inside of that
was
is where the
used
MVAC
back,
engine is
that was
located.
or were
The
used because
interstage
it
connects the
has
center core with the
five
first and second
F1
stages
rocket
and
engines
holds the release and
being used on
separation
the
system.
And below
Saturn
that,
5
we have those
rockets.
three first stage
Okay,
boosters
that
that we've
that's
mentioned, which
also
make up the
responsible for
bottom
the
two-thirds of the vehicle.
responsible part that
These side boosters
allows
supporting today's mission are both flight proven, with one flying
the
today for its
astronauts
22nd
to
time and
finally
the other
landing
just
to
for
the
its
moon
second. One side
for the
booster
Apollo mission.
previously
So
supported the
yeah,
SDA-0A
that's one
Sarah
another
2,
trivia as well.
Transporter
You need to know
11,
as
and
well.
18 Starlink
And you
missions.
can see this
And
is
the
the
others supported
profile.
the GOES U
If you're very
mission.
interested, you can see.
As mentioned earlier, about 2.5 minutes into flight, the side boosters will separate and make their
All
way
right.
back to Earth
And
to
for the
perform near
vacuum Merlin
simultaneous
engine on the
landings
second
at Landing
stage,
Zone 2 and
okay,
Landing
you
Zone
need to
40
know that
at
the
Cape Canaveral Space Force Station.
vacuum engine, it's
Now,
basically
next up,
a
the
much
thrust.
more
Heavy tanks are
a much more
pressurizing for strong
expanded.
back retract.
All right, strong back
There's a good call out.
retract.
So we're
It's
expecting soon,
basically a much
within the
more
next minute or so, that strong back to slowly recline away from
and
the rocket. So
longer
the truss structure
rocket
next to the
engine nozzle
vehicle is
version in
called the
comparison to the
transporter
Merlin
erector,
1D.
which
That
is
one
also called the
is
TE,
categorized as
or
the
the
sea
strong
level
back
rocket
by the
engines.
launch team.
On the
In
Merlin vacuum
preparation for
engine,
retraction, those
obviously
clamp arms
it's a
around the second
vacuum
stage will
optimized rocket
open,
engines.
making
That
way
one
for the
is actually
transporter
to ensure
erector
that
to move away from the
whenever
vehicle.
the rocket
That TE is
exhaust
designed
actually
to transport
burns out,
raised
Strong back retract has started.
yeah, when the rocket flames
support the rocket
literally
at the
just
launch
burn
pad.
out, shooting downstream from the
So in a few seconds here, we'll
combustion
start to
chamber
see
to
those
the
arms,
nozzle as
those
well.
clamp arms underneath the second
The
stage start to
rocket
open.
flames did
And it's
not
going to take about 15 seconds for them to
escape,
fully open.
did
But
not
then once they're out of the
100% fully
way, the
escape to
strong
the
back is
point
free to recline away from the
it
vehicle and give it room for liftoff. And you can start to see
the
those clamp
rocket
arms opening
engine
now.
efficiency and also thrust as well. So that's why very important to make it expanded. You know, as there is as in the space, there's little to no
Now that those arms
Earth's
are open,
atmosphere
the rocket is fully
to
free at the top.
contain the
NY launch load
exhaust,
complete.
There
supersonic
we heard the
or
we heard the
hypersonic
call out that
rocket
one of the
exhaust
side
from
boosters is now complete with
expanding
its
out
LOX load, so it's
to
fully
the
loaded with
infinity
all of its
if the
propellants.
flames still going on, but because rocket flames exhaust flame literally just have limit as well, so that's
We
why
can see that strong back
it's
slowly
going
start to
to
retract
NY
away.
LOX load complete.
expand until
And then
the
we heard the
flame
call out
itself
that we are fully loaded with
kind of
LOX on
finish
the
on the
other side booster.
end side. So that's why pretty important to have
Now, as we mentioned
the
earlier,
widen
this is
and
our
also
first Falcon Heavy flight since
longer
2024,
rocket
and a lot's
nozzle
going to happen
on
in the
the
first 4
second
minutes of
stage.
flight.
All
First, we'll
right,
light the 2 side boosters, followed by the center core. Then
all
about
right.
40 seconds
And
after
with that,
liftoff,
I
we will
think
decrease
my
power on the
explanation
2 side
almost done.
boosters in
And on
preparation for
the
max Q.
And because
At about
this
two and
is
a half
this is a
minutes into
Carolox
flight,
rocket,
the
of
side
course,
boosters
it's
shut down
it
during
has
booster engine cutoff,
the
or
super
MECO,
refined kerosene.
and the boosters will
Obviously,
separate. Once
it's a
clear
very
of the side boosters, the center core will throttle up once
very,
again
how do I
until the
say,
center
very
core shuts
complex
down with
hydrocarbon chain
main
as well.
cutoff, or
Lots of
MECO.
carbon and also
Target 4
hydrogen.
LOX load complete.
So when
And
it's
there we heard
burning,
the
it's
call out
going
that
to be
stage 1
burned
LOX load is
with
complete.
a
So at
lot
this point
of
in time,
orange
both
flame
side
as well,
boosters and the center
and with
core
the
are
tail
now fully
end with the
loaded with
blue
liquid
side.
oxygen.
So that's the resulting of it. And inside the
Meanwhile,
pellet
those
framing as
side
well,
boosters will
it
complete
does
their flip
have the
maneuvers and boost back burns,
something
making
looks like
their
the
way back to Earth for recovery. And then the
aluminum
first stage will
alloy
separate from the second stage around the
cubing
4-minute
inside there.
mark,
That
and the
one is
second
to
stage will
protect
light its
the
engine,
fairing and
and the
also
fairing will separate.
the satellite from the acoustic
We're coming up on
Earth's
our
acoustic
last milestone
problem
of
and
propellant
whatnot.
loading, which will
So
be
it's
the
not going to
completion
destroy
of
the rocket.
second stage
So
liquid
that's it.
oxygen loading.
T minus.
Propellant load has been
Get ready
underway
in
since the
at T minus 2
T-minus
minutes.
15-minute mark.
2 LOX load complete.
Mark. T minus 2
Right
minutes.
on time, and with that, liquid oxygen has loaded on to stage 2.
All right. So I have to loading again. Don't worry. Just to go to the live as well. Okay. All right. Nice.
The
This is
increase
as.
in white cloud and the venting
All
over
right. T
here is a
minus
nominal
1
cut
minute
of
20
around those
seconds.
outs, and it
Get
comes
ready for
from
the
venting
flight.
down the TE liquid oxygen fill line.
Okay. And in case you want to know, don't worry. I
We're
just
now
put
standing by for Falcon Heavy to
here
enter startup.
just to go as live as much as we can, and this is the best I can do. So please be patient. T minus 1 minute mark, and
Falcon Heavy
the
is in startup.
okay Falcon Heavy computer has
Stages
already
1 and
been
2
going
will now
into the
begin to
startup mode
pressurize for launch.
and get ready in. And I have to adjust and move my avatar up here because we have to go, isn't it? All right, all right. We have to go a little bit up here because we want to show you the telemetry. So enjoy the flight as well. T minus 30 seconds. Get ready in for the flight.
Hold.
Okay,
Launch abort is
hold,
running.
hold. Okay, looks like the launch abort system has already kicked in. Looks like
As you
what's the
just
problem
heard, we
here?
did have a hold in the countdown.
Okay, we still have time though. It's okay. Hopefully this is not serious. Let's see. Oh, I hope this is not serious and they still can continue this. Even then, the
We're
best case
standing
in.
by to get a little bit more information on the nature of the abort.
Okay, they've already recycled it back to 15 minutes, but however, not not yet sure when the time will be counting down back again, and they still want to determine what's the cause behind the problem. So let's wait for the confirmation as well. All right, so launch abort system is kicking in, standing by for the launch. Okay, get ready in. Stand by. We're still listening in. Okay, still waiting. And in the meantime, I will hear any kind of call out in case anything happen. Oh, looks like weather scrub, apparently. Okay, weather problem. So when it's going to be launched and then
As you heard
at
on
what
the
time?
nets, it looks like we will be standing down from today's launch attempt due to weather. The
Okay.
vehicle and payloads remain in good
Oh,
health, and our next
sorry.
launch opportunity is tomorrow at 10:17 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, so looks like they've reset
As
it back
always,
to
thank you so
tomorrow.
much for watching, and we
All
hope
right.
to see everyone
All
back
right.
here for our next attempt.
All right. All right. So looks like it, unfortunately. Okay. So unfortunately, we have launch delay and we have to wait again for the tomorrow then. So yeah, it is what it is, but it's still fine, still okay, and it's still good. All right. So let me put this below. Okay. Is Yep. Okay. So we shall see you guys soon later on. There's going to be another tomorrow. Yeah. So so for the launch for tomorrow morning it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be here, at least my local time here, it's going to be the Progress MS-34 docking. Oh, sorry, let me show you. Oh, let me show you. Okay, we will see this Progress MS-34 docking tomorrow morning. I'll give you this coverage as well, but also at the same time I will also going to cover this launch as well, the Amazon Leo LS-06. This one I will also going to show you tomorrow, this one is also as interesting as well, interesting stuff, so I will show you later on. So I mean, presumably if we don't have any kind of delay, and hopefully not weather related delay like we saw early on, we will see the launch window will open almost 30 minutes, more like 29 minutes of window open. If anything else problem, they still can be set up until this time, and afterward, if they did not manage to do this right on time, eventually they have to cancel this as well. So unfortunately, it is what it is. Falcon Heavy got scrapped to tomorrow. So so that's it, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I'm going to give my words here as well. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I'm Dennis Suguwa, your host today. Unfortunately, we have the scrap launch of the Falcon Heavy for the launch of the ViaSat-3 Flight 3, also known as the Asia-Pacific region, Asia-Pacific. So due to the weather-related scrap, so this one will be bring up to tomorrow. So I'm going to stream that again. That's pretty much sure, very guaranteed. I have nothing to do tomorrow, so why not? I will show you tomorrow as well. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and take care, and see you soon tomorrow. Especially for the tomorrow morning, I'm going local time here, UTC +8, Universal Time Coordinate +8. So I'm going to stream that as well. Stay tuned on my channel. I'm going to stream that. Don't worry, that's guaranteed going to happen. So even though let's say the Amazon Leo LS-06 launch on board the Atlas 551 rocket, even though it's not happen, might not happen tomorrow for whatever reason, but let's not hope that's going to be it, because I would like to have my worth time as well to show you. Even then, Progress MS-34 spacecraft, cargo resupply spacecraft docking definitely going to be happening. That one will be docking to the International Space Station into the Zvezda module, so on the aft docking side. So that one guarantee will happen. And that's it. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and stay tuned for the launch on the next one. So I shall see you soon tomorrow. Bye bye, and take care, and have a great day, and stay safe. Bye bye. And that's it. We have finished. Unfortunately got scrapped, but it's what it is. That's the nature of the rocket launches. Well, but whatever, it's okay. I will reset this stream. I'm going to create again this stream, so don't worry, you will get the notice as soon as possible. So thank you so much, and bye bye. Stay safe.